is really beneficial for them, motor, physically wise, but also like foundationally as a child. All right, we got to turn. Are you ready? Turn, 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 turn. You're doing great. I think you're pedaling faster than yesterday. Oh no, here we go.
But I remember when I was a little kid, first riding a bike, I was like, wow, I was able to accomplish this, and then I wanted to go do more. I think this is just a footstep for them, just another stone on the path for them to, hey, I can ride a bike now, I want to go do something else. And I think this experience is just going to lead on to greater things in the future for them.
I know a lot of us parents that have kiddos with special needs, a lot of the things, the therapies and the doctor's appointments and everything become so expensive, and to have volunteers who come out and give of their time and their talents at no cost to us, to be able to give our children the opportunity to do something that other children can do so that they can just ride a bike right alongside their brothers and sisters, their friends, their schoolmates. It just kind of takes one more hurdle out of their lives and assists us with being able to do that for them that we couldn't do by ourselves. The confidence in her face, it makes me happy to see her so happy.
I will come back and I will be the best rider in the whole wide world.
Pedal, pedal, pedal! There you go!
One of the best things about living on campus would definitely be the relationships you form with people in your hall and even in other halls as well. But whenever you're living in halls with everyone, especially people around your age, it makes it really, really easy to form connections with them and to form lasting bonds with them.
Especially living with Spencer and a roommate in general, it's awesome to have someone to be with and not isolate. So during COVID now and before, but you get someone to talk to every day to help you with homework if you need. He's like a brother to me at this point.
The relationships you form. I have multiple best friends that I've made just from being in the same hall as those people and interacting with them on a daily basis. And those relationships will never end. They're going to last a lifetime. And I think that alone would make living on campus worth it.
Some of my hallmates will like bake goods, and they'll make cookies, or like they'll bake a cake or whatever they're doing. They'll put it out in the Craig and then they'll text it in the group chat. They'll be like, oh my god, we have cookies and we have like brownies, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, that's amazing, that's awesome. And we have such a close relationship with one another. I don't think that is so special, and that is so beautiful and unique to Bellarmine. And I really cherish that. I really appreciate and love our sisterhood. We fostered such a sense of like community, and I know I keep saying community, but really, we really do.
Just step right outside your dorm. Everything's within a 10-minute walk for you, and it makes things really, I guess, accessible if you're on campus. And like I said earlier, like you don't feel that disconnect. You really feel like you're there and that you matter whenever you're on campus.
family and friends. If the need arises for us to exit the venue before the ceremony concludes, please listen for announcements. Follow instructions from Kentucky Exposition Center staff who will be wearing blue shirts or yellow vests to ensure you make a safe and orderly exit. Please take all personal items with you and exit to the hallways, where the ushers will direct you to the best location for a safe exit from the venue. Some rows of Freedom Hall are blocked with tape to accommodate social distancing, as required by the Commonwealth of Kentucky. For safety and comfort of all guests, please do not remove this tape, and please do not enter rows that have been marked off with tape.
On this, the 7th day of May, in the year of our Lord 2021, in the presence of our degree candidates, faculty and staff, alumni, honored guests, and friends, the 2021 commencement of Bellarmine University is hereby officially in session. To all here present, we extend a most cordial welcome. Ms. Laura Klein, Director of Campus Ministry, will give the invocation. You may stand.
As we gather together to celebrate our graduates, let us call to mind the spark of the divine within each of us, that which both distinguishes us and connects us, that which gives animation to all that we do. I invite you to pray with me in whatever way you're most comfortable. Blessed are you, Creator Spirit, our God who loved each of us into being and who sustains us with gifts and talents in abundance. We are ever thankful to be together today to celebrate the hard work and resilience in the face of struggles that has brought us finally to this day of celebration. We invoke your presence among us now that we might celebrate with appropriate awe and thanksgiving. Our task is to be aware of your presence in each moment that has brought us to this day, and to recognize you at work in our lives as we go forth, so that our graduates may continue to live out the mission of Bellarmine beyond this time together, fostering integrity and excellence in their lifelong formation, recognizing the intrinsic dignity and offering hospitality to every person they meet, advocating for social responsibility, and continuing to be good stewards of community resources. May these values, by your grace, lead each person here to a meaningful life in service to improving our communities and our world. Remain with us and in us, Creator Spirit, we pray, now and forevermore. Amen.
Thank you, Laura. Please remain standing while our University Schola sings the national anthem. Please be seated. The president of Bellarmine University, Dr. Susan M. Donovan, will now present and confer this year's honorary degree.
Good evening. Today's honoree, John Francis Lansing, is a Bellarmine alumnus. and former Bellarmine trustee, and a lifelong crusader for a free and independent press. He is also today's commencement speaker. As president and CEO of National Public Radio, John Lansing oversees an iconic organization that draws more than 28 million listeners each week. He views NPR's nationwide network of journalists and 17 international bureaus as providing a vital public service and helping to promote a strong democracy. Before being named NPR chief in 2019, he was the CEO of the U.S. Agency for Global Media. He also spent more than 20 years working at Scripps, including 8 years as president of Scripps Network. John graduated from Bellarmine in 2009, almost 30 years after he first arrived on campus. He was just a few credit hours from graduation in 1985 when he was offered the job of news director at a television station in Grand Rapids. That was the beginning of his impressive career trajectory. In 2008, he decided to return to Bellarmine to finish his degree in communications. He is now a member of our Gallery of Distinguished Graduates. He also served on the Board of Trustees from 2010 to 2017, including a term as vice chair. John has been a wonderful ambassador for Bellarmine in his pursuit of journalistic excellence, and he has been a lifelong supporter of his alma mater. It is with great pleasure, then, that by the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Kentucky and the trustees of Bellarmine University, I confer upon John Francis Lansing the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Congratulations, John. John could not be with us in person today, so he has recorded his remarks. He wanted me to convey to you how honored he is to have been chosen as this year's commencement speaker at his alma mater, to reflect on his unique perspectives he has gained through his lifetime of work as a journalist and media executive. Please turn your attention to the video screens.
Thank you, Dr. Donovan. Thank you, faculty and staff at Bellarmine, for your extraordinary work preparing our graduates for this moment. And special thanks to the Commencement Committee and everyone who's worked so hard to make this event possible today. As a Kentuckian and a proud graduate and supporter of Bellarmine University, it is one of the greatest honors of my lifetime to join you for this inspiring occasion. I wish we could be together in person today, but one of the things I most treasure about Bellarmine is that we're a community no matter where we are. Now, Sunday is Mother's Day. To our graduates, reflect with me for a moment on the impact and importance of your mother and the mother figures in your life who've stood next to you in your journey. Graduates, please stand and join me in an ovation of appreciation for our mothers and all they've done to get you to this place and this day. That appreciation extends to all the parents, grandparents, families, and loved ones joining us today. My own journey from enrolling at Bellarmine in 1981 and not graduating until 2009 would have been virtually impossible without the support of my family, including my wife Jean and our 4 great kids. It gives me the perspective I need to understand that this day is also your day. And to our graduates, your journey both begins and ends on this single day. According to Bellarmine statistics, 99% of you will be employed or in grad school within your first 6 months, and 9 in 10 of you will be engaged in your chosen field of study from your time at Bellarmine. So it's about to become real. And you're not only prepared to take it on, you're prepared to grow and learn and expand your professional lives, because what you've really learned is how to learn. You'll also bring your whole selves into your careers, not just what you know, but who you are. It's a time to consider key questions that will guide you on your journey. Questions like, what do you stand for? On what will you never compromise? And where does your moral compass point? What is your true north? Well, I would suggest your time at Bellarmine has given you the true north you'll need. And you need look no further than the motto of this great university, in veritatis amore, in the love of truth. The concept of truth has never been under more pressure around the world, and increasingly here in the United States. With the rise in accusations of fake news, when legitimate professional journalists seek and report the truth, but the results are inconvenient or uncomfortable for public officials. With foreign governments like Russia infiltrating our social media channels, with massive and coordinated attacks that distort the truth, or even create an entirely fictionalized narrative to serve their narrow interests. When leaders in our own country call the mainstream professional and legitimate press the enemy of the people. You might even say there is a war on truth now, and it is a war we must win. Our institutions, our Constitution, our democracy require that there be an agreed upon baseline set of facts. We're seeing that play out in real time today in the differing versions of the attack on the U.S. Capitol, which was nothing less than an attack on democracy. For some, that truth is inconvenient to their political goals and agenda. The story gets twisted with unproven allegations that are unsupported by the facts and indisputable visual evidence. Unfortunately, manipulating facts and replacing truth with unfounded narratives is becoming all too common in our public discourse. Because think about it. If nothing is empirically factual and true, then any narrative will do. Whether you're the Russians working to disrupt our elections or our own leaders grasping to hold on to power. I began my career as a television news photographer back in 1977 in Paducah. I was 20 years old at the time and was motivated by the daily pursuit of local television reporting that sought to truthfully represent the issues of the day for our local community and to hold our local leaders accountable. It was a time when there were no partisan cable news networks like MSNBC or Fox. And I learned from trusted colleagues and mentors that the value of our work rested solely on whether the audience believed what we were reporting and trusted us to get it right. More important than even holding local leaders accountable, we knew that we were accountable to the audience and that we were accountable to the truth. If we either purposely or inadvertently got it wrong, we wouldn't be in business very long. But as my career brought me here to Louisville in 1980, I began to learn that having the responsibility for seeking and reporting the truth brought with it a commitment not just to ride roughshod over people who had a stake in what was being shown. I recall a grieving parent at the scene of a drowning. I had just arrived with my camera on my shoulder, but lessons from the past had taught me to slow down, to stay back, and give those grieving and the authorities the space they needed. Sure, I had a right to be on the scene with the camera, but I had learned from past mistakes that I also had the responsibility to respect the humanity of those caught up in the story. It was one of the most important lessons I ever learned as a young journalist. Years later, when I was a news director in a Chicago television station, I learned another hard lesson in truth-telling. We were conducting community town hall meetings, and happened to be in one which was an all African American group in South Chicago. A woman stood up and asked us, "Why do you only show young African American men from our neighborhood in crime reporting or the occasional sports story? Where are the stories of our African American doctors and lawyers and college professors?" Well, in that moment, we knew she was right. And we realized that she had opened and exposed a weakness in our editorial processes for identifying and covering the whole African American community of Chicago. We took immediate action. We updated our list of expert sources to include more African Americans and female experts for our daily coverage. We became more circumspect in how we were covering crime stories that actually had minor impact on the whole city of Chicago. We nurtured and recruited more African American leaders for our television newsroom. We opened our eyes to the fact that our truth about Chicago in our news coverage had been exhibiting a bias that we couldn't see until that eye-opening town hall. Sometimes the truth is obvious and is based on an agreed-upon set of facts. Some truth is more circumspect out of respect for who may be harmed by it, and some truth requires that we get beyond our own institutional biases to be intellectually honest about what we may be blind to based on our own past experiences. But it is the pursuit of truth that sets us apart in a free and open society. So if we're facing a war on truth today in our country, we should wake up to it and meet it head on. Our success as a democracy is not guaranteed. We've seen other democracies fail when truth-telling becomes an enemy of the people, or more precisely, an enemy of an autocrat who weaponizes truth and facts to further their self-interest. We must all be better at understanding the motivations and underlying biases that purveyors of quote-unquote truth may be concealing, including the sources we listen to understanding the world around us. Consider the news channel or websites or social media platforms that you rely upon for truthful information. Are you working hard enough as a news consumer to understand what can be believed? We must learn to hear opposing perspectives and to detect alternative facts, because there is no such thing as an alternative fact. Truth and nonsense are not two sides of the same coin. And now, as my career has taken me to NPR all these years later, I'm still learning. Truth has never been more important than right now. Through a year of the deadly pandemic, a national reckoning for racial justice in the wake of the killings of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, and the tragic aftermath of the assault on our Capitol. Understanding the facts for staying safe during the pandemic, sifting through the disinformation surrounding the motives of protesters for racial justice, and calling out the false narratives intended to shield those responsible for the deadly insurrection has been a true test for Americans this past year. And it's a test we must pass. Truth is worth fighting for. It's worth fighting for in the press. It's worth fighting for in all of our daily lives. It's worth fighting for in your professional lives. Your graduation from Bellarmine provides you the North Star you need to stand with the truth. As it says on our shield, in veritatis amore, in the love of truth. Sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes the truth presents a longer and more difficult path to success. Sometimes the truth must be managed carefully to avoid unnecessary harm. But it is the foundation our nation rests upon. We hold these truths to be self-evident. It is the foundation for success in business, it's the foundation for success in education, and it certainly is the foundation for success in communications. Nurture the truth, protect the truth, honor the truth. Thank you.
Thank you so much for those remarks, Mr. Lansing, and congratulations on your honorary degree. At this time, we are very pleased to honor 8 of our undergraduate students for outstanding academic achievement. All of these students graduated summa cum laude, sharing the highest class standing, and each received the Archbishop's Medal for scholastic excellence. If in attendance, please stand when your name is called. Please hold your applause until all of the Archbishop Medal recipients' names have been read. Rachel Lee Bell, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Emily Elizabeth Compton, Bachelor of Arts in Political Science and Bachelor of Arts in Communication. Moshumi Day, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Jasmine Jacobs, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Erica Lynn Joldrickson, Bachelor of Science in Biology. Alexandra Lynn Just, Bachelor of Science in Political Science and Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration. Morgan Cassidy Merrill, Bachelor of Arts in Accounting. Mary Lorraine Wirtz, Bachelor of Arts in Foreign Languages and International Studies and Bachelor of Arts in Theology. Congratulations to these students on this outstanding academic achievement. Today we wish to recognize our graduating ROTC student, Nolan Wesley. Nolan graduated with a master's degree and serves as a National Guard member for the Army. I would also like to recognize others in the audience today who have served our country. I ask all active duty, select reserve, National Guard, veteran, and dependent students and guests to please rise. Thank you for your commitment, service, and sacrifice on behalf of all of us. This has been an extraordinary and challenging time for our entire university, but students rose to that challenge, as we knew they would. Choosing just one student to speak about Bellarmine was impossible, so we chose 5 students. We will now hear from our student commencement speakers in a short video.
I love it more than anything in this world. It has been something that is so close to my heart, so near and dear to me. It's like my little castle on the hill.
I've learned a lot about hard work, discipline, organization.
I've done things that I never thought were possible.
Being able to hear someone say, please bring your whole self to this classroom, whether it's good, bad, or ugly, meant a lot for me.
Bellarmine really delivered in that small school with the big opportunities.
I came in very scared to begin with. My parents said I had a deer in the headlights look. The thing that I was looking for is community, and I definitely found that here at Bellarmine.
It just feels like I finally reached the end goal, and it's almost like a strange sense of nervousness and calmness. I really don't think that I would be the confident woman that I am today without Bellarmine, just because doing the Leadership Institute and doing all these positions on campus, and the nursing faculty always telling us, like, you're going to be great, like, I believe in you, and just hearing those things over and over again makes you feel way more confident going out. They didn't lie when they said it would fly by.
I got the opportunity to travel to Peru for 10 days. Through an intercultural learning course. It really helped to expand my sense of self just because I got a good idea of who I am.
I was really excited to be a part of something that talked about change, and then I get to choose the change I want to make in the world.
with the push from the professors in the theater department, and also Joe Frazier in the Office of Identity Inclusion and Emily Dixon, they just really pushed me to show that I am capable, I can do it, and I did do it.
Your cohort should be your family. We took that literal. We took that to heart, and we have all become family. Writing a dissertation is such a lonely journey once you get to the writing stage. And so being able to talk to some people that understand where you are. Dr. Winwooler was my chair. It was like the universe aligned because she was ready to lean into this work that I was doing. And so she fully opened her heart, her mind.
Show me somebody that loves what they do, then you'll show me somebody that's good at their job. Coach Davenport, great guy, you know. He's done a lot for me, and I really just appreciate everything that he's done for not only me, but this school in general.
I can take care of patients and I can make a difference and kind of live on that Bellarmine legacy.
It was a learning experience for a lot of different people, but I think at the end of the day, like, our community came together and we really were able to grow in so many great ways. I think my resilience was a big skill that I was able to kind of grow in.
I know how incredibly hard it was, but it also showed me how much people can care about one another. Thomas Merton's ability to help us meet people different from ourselves and broaden our perspectives, I think is something that I'm gonna carry forward.
My ancestor paved, they paved the path for me to get here, and my mom sacrificed so much. She didn't have it to give, but her only demand for me was to do better than her.
You're always really loved by everyone around you, and I think that that's what Bellarmine gets right.
It's really special. I'm gonna miss this place.
The part of Bellarmine I will always take with me is the love that I have received and learned to give. We are all able to do anything we set our minds to, and so I hope that none of us lose sight of that.
Collectively, we have created a wonderful Bellarmine experience that I'll never forget.
What will you do next with the knowledge and the skills that you have been given? I challenge you to do more. The world is on fire right now looking for change agents, and I hope that you are willing to lean into becoming one and to change the world. Thank you. I am now Dr. Corrington.
In Veritatis Amore.
In Veritatis Amore.
In Veritatis Amore.
In Veritatis Amore.
Congratulations to these 5 students and to all of our graduates. We are so very proud of you. Dr. Mark Wiegand, Dean of the College of Health Professions and Associate Provost, will now present the degree candidates to President Donovan.
I will now ask faculty to stand when I read the name of your respective school and college. Please remain standing until the President has conferred the degrees. Bellarmine College of Arts and Sciences. W. Fielding Rubel School of Business. Donna and Alan Lansing School of Nursing and Clinical Sciences. School of Movement and Rehabilitation Sciences. The College of Health Professions. Ansley Fraser Thornton School of Education. I will now invite students graduating from our schools and colleges to stand. Please stand when your school or college is read and remain standing until the President has conferred your degree. Graduates of Bellarmine College of Arts and Sciences. Graduates of W. Fielding Rubel School of Business. Graduates of Donna and Alan Lansing School of Nursing and Clinical Sciences. Graduates of School of Movement and Rehabilitation Sciences. graduates of the College of Health Professions, graduates of Ansley Fraser Thornton School of Education. President Donovan, on behalf of the faculty of Bellarmine University, I have the honor to present these students who have completed their courses of study in their respective academic programs.
It's great to see you all. By the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Kentucky and the trustees of Bellarmine University, I hereby confer upon you the degrees to which you are respectfully entitled. Graduates, as a symbol of your new status, you may now move your tassel from the right side to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduates of Bellarmine University, the class of 2020.
Graduates, please be seated until the marshals direct your row to the stage to be recognized.
This evening, our first degree is conferred to Samuel Lawrence Downey. His diploma is awarded posthumously. Sam would have graduated in spring 2020 with his major in music technology and with highest Latin honors. He's remembered by instructors as deeply talented, thoughtful, and creatively curious, with a creative and playful spirit, and by classmates as a kind and supportive friend, always eager to encourage and cheer on those around him. His parents, Donna Lawrence and Tim Downing, have generously established the Samuel Downing Endowed Music Scholarship in his loving memory. Please join me in honoring Sam's memory and his family. Thank you. The following degree recipients are from the Bellarmine College of Arts and Sciences. They are receiving Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Music degrees at the undergraduate level, and Masters of Arts in Communication and Master of Science in Digital Media degrees at the graduate level.
Jacob M. Anderson. Kayla Ann Bailey. Shelby L. Bell. Michaela R. Berry. Chadwick Bickley. Haley S. Bray. Rebecca L. Broda. Emily A. Brown. Nadalyn A. Cabada Espinosa. Victoria Grace Marie Carr. Christian Lawrence Casey.
Sam Clausen.
Amber Rose Coleman. Ashley K. Cravens. Chelsea Renee Dawson. Rebecca Marie Dorsch. Molly Nolan Duke. Alexandra Marie Duncan. Lindsay Ann Dyer. Emmanuel Akintomiwa Fasipe. Brina Zinchai Frazier. Abigail M. French. Sabrina Arcilla Fusenaker. Taylor Elise Garrison.
Kenzie Gooley.
Marie Agnes Gould. Lucas W. Harden. Rachel L. Hubbs. Alicia Nicole Hughes. Elena Michael Hume. Dawn DeLee Jewell. Alexandra Lynn Just. Michaela Marie Key. Samuel D. Kaiser. Audrey L. Lamb. Jacob D. Lashley. Brenna Cheyenne Lewis. John Joseph Marsalic. Austin Patrick Moore. Matthew Joseph Moore. Anna E. Nars. Rebecca K. Oldham. Jonathan Olson. Caitlin Nicole Page. Faith A. Patterson. Emma Rose Peevler. Casey Alexis Phelps. Marianne Poirier. Emily M. Porta. Emily Purdy. Anderson Nagelsen Reeves. Gabrielle Maria Reinstatler. Mariah Brooke Reinstedler. Rebecca Renee Rhodes. Lucas Wayne Rogers. William Z. Rogers. Jake Thomas Ryan. Miranda R. Saunders. Mallory P. Schwartz. James William Schwartz. Jillian M. Sauer. Geneva Rosa Smalley. Joseph Brian Smith. Michaela Marie Smith. Brianna M. Speichner. Megan N. Swartwood. Holly Gail Taylor. Benjamin P. Torrance. Rachel M. Trainer. Haley Leanne Nicole Trent. Savannah M. Trussell. Ricky Urquhart. Jamie M. Van Dyke. Jacob Andrew Watts. Brianna Marie Willis. Rachel V. Wise. Mary L. Wirtz. Uhuru D. Yisrael. Anastasia I. M. Zaffi. Anna Agnes Zimlick. Michaela Johnson. Kristen Marie Hewing. Monica Lynn Jackson. Mason C. McGrew.
The following degree recipients are from the W. Fielding Rubel School of Business. They are receiving Bachelors of Arts and Masters of Business Administration degrees.
Allie Ann Beams. Margaret M. Cerveni. Logan David Clark. Megan R. Dooley. Walter Dallas Findlay. Sean Sheena Foster.
Karen Gomez Castellanos.
Amanda Ray M. Matthew. Morgan Cassidy Merrill. Samantha L. Moore. Michael Lee Sanford. Maria Estefania Serrano. Danielle E. Signorelli. Stephen M. Tabler. Lydia Ann Taylor. David Matthew Wagner.
Alex Willis. McKenna Woodard.
Maxwell J. Bickley.
Wiley Nelson Carr III.
Nashia Daniel. Jonathan Nicholas Dawson. Brooke M. Fisher. Anna M. Greer. Rachel V. Wise.
Amy Huser.
Leah Christine Joy. Sarah Michaelry. Haley Maureen Piazza. Ryan J. Ward.
Recipients are from the Donna and Alan Lansing School of Nursing and Clinical Sciences and are receiving their Bachelor of Health Science and Bachelor of Science in Nursing degrees.
Audrey L. Hicksenbaugh. Rachel L. Bell. Jacqueline Margaret Donhauer. Lucy D. Duane.
Haley Elizabeth Espelage. Kaylin Nicole Goatley. Elizabeth M. Greenwell. Emily Grace Griggs. Victoria P. Howard. Lauren Marie Lohnert. Catherine Ellen Loneman. Grace Emily Metz. Lauren Elizabeth Perkins. Anna C. Richardson. Richard Jennings Schilling. Sarah Catherine Sinatra. Savannah Alexandra Smith. Jessica Marie Tejas. Haley Walter. Amanda L. Wood.
Alma Barak. The following degree recipients are from the School of Movement and Rehabilitation Sciences. They are receiving Bachelors of Arts and Bachelor of Health Science degrees at the undergraduate level and Master of Science in Athletic Training at the graduate level.
Marley Lou Alexander. Mariel Louise Lewitt Bassa. Connor David Clare. Avery Ann Furnish. Jeffrey Robert Gelati. Axel Nikolai Halverson. Taylor Nicole Hunter. Hannah S. Nelms. Morgan Elise Seppenfield. Kelsey M. Shank. Abby J. Thomas.
Alexis Xaviera Gray.
Sarah C. Wilder.
Degree recipients are from the College of Health Professions and are receiving their Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees.
Abigail Elise Branham. Margaret Anna Brown. Jemiah Sedaria Coleman. Brianna N. Elmore. Ken Gumira. Madison Sinclair Holland. Allison Elizabeth Van Dyke.
The following degree recipients are from Ansley Fraser Thornton School of Education. They are receiving Bachelors of Art, Bachelor of Science degrees at the undergraduate level, and Master of Arts in Education, Master of Arts in Teaching, and Master of Education degrees at the graduate level.
Molly K. Barger. Cassidy Mary Darty. Shelby Rose Nicole Foley. Philip W. Golden. Meredith Christine Engel. Emily Mae Johnson. Whitney S. Leifer. Hannah Grace McKenna. Morgan Elizabeth Miller. Melanie Drouin. Jonathan Siason. Ashley Ray Bottomley. Tabet Cecil.
Candace R. Hillerick Murley. Catherine Mackenzie Queen.
Morgan Pole Summers. Carol Elizabeth Vetter. Elizabeth Louise Williams. Brent Marshall. Madison Claire Martin.
The president of Bellarmine University will now address this year's graduates.
We did it. You did it. It is so great to have you back. It was great to see you come across the stage, and it was long overdue. I commend you and congratulate you as you celebrate today's milestone achievement. Perhaps you appreciate it even more a year later, being out in the world that we anticipate our graduates to go into. And we're so proud that you came back. Please tell your classmates who weren't able to make it that we miss them, but we're so proud of all of you. I also want to congratulate John Lansing once again on his honorary degree and thank him for sharing his perspective with us today. Earning a college diploma is a challenging endeavor. It is a journey that is not only to understand your grasp of academic subject matter, but also your sense of self. The college experience helps you to determine who you are and, to a large extent, how you will conduct yourself in the world. You have been tested in a crucible that few other graduating classes have faced, and you have triumphed. And so today, I want to talk to you about resilience and hope. Helen Keller, the author and disability rights advocate, who lost her sight and hearing as an infant, once said, "Although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of overcoming it." Certainly, the world has been full of suffering over this past year and a half. COVID touched all of us in some way. It separated families. It separated the Bellarmine family, as we first left campus completely and then returned in a limited capacity. The pandemic also had unforeseen financial consequences for some of our families. But together we worked to overcome our obstacles. And I'm so very proud of the way the community pulled together to make remote learning work. I'm grateful to you, our students, our graduates, for following our campus COVID protocols last spring and for allowing us to finish out the semester. And I'm also thankful to our alumni, you included, and our parents and our friends who supported the Knights Helping Knights emergency fund that allowed so many of our students to remain at Bellarmine and finish their degrees. At Bellarmine, we talk about the many benefits of a liberal arts education. One of those benefits is resilience. A liberal arts education teaches you to think critically. It teaches you to adapt. It teaches you to succeed, no matter the situation. Graduates, you didn't have to wait until you started your careers to know that this is true. You have shown your resilience every day over the past year, and you knew you could succeed in the face of great challenges because you had already done this. Commencement is always a day filled with hope, and we are celebrating the joy of completing your Bellarmine degree, finally. But we're also looking forward to hope to the future. All around us, we see signs of spring, the season of renewal. And finally, after months of tremendous stress and uncertainty, the entire world is daring to hope again. As more of us receive the COVID vaccine, we anticipate a return to something resembling normalcy. We look forward to traveling again and to gathering without fear with our family and friends. I think we will do so with a renewed sense of appreciation of our importance to each other. While the pandemic kept us physically apart, it reminded us of how interconnected our lives are, how much what we do or don't do affects those around us. "We are in this together" was a common phrase that echoed around the country to help build a sense of a common pandemic experience and to punctuate the fact that we need to rely on each other to successfully emerge from a health crisis. We mentioned the faculty before and their support earlier in this ceremony, and I want to thank them as well. I also want to recognize all the individuals who have helped to support your success here at Bellarmine. Bellarmine Student Affairs and Student Success teams, all of the people who put this ceremony together, and all of the people who were mentors to you at Bellarmine. They were responsible for helping you with campus life, campus recreation and social events, academic advising, and academic support. And I would like to acknowledge these teams for their hard work now. Social rights activist Nelson Mandela once said, "Our human compassion binds us to one to the other, not in pity or patronizingly, but as human beings who have learned how to turn our common suffering into hope for the future. Graduates, you definitely have given us great hope for the future. But as you go forth and continue your work, please know that you will always be a part of the Bellarmine family. Remain resilient, embrace hope, be kind to one another. In veritas amore. Godspeed. Thank you.
I'm now very pleased to introduce the Reverend Dr. John Poyatu Parambo, our campus minister, who will offer our benediction. You're invited to stand.
Let's take a moment of silence to thank God. Loving God, we thank you for your guidance and love for our Bellarmine graduates. Bless and guide them now as they reach this ending and as they outline new beginnings. Bless them as they use their knowledge and creativity to build a more peaceful, just, and sustainable world. Bless them as they use their skills to make choices which are honest and just. Bless them as people of healing, caring, and compassion. Bless each one that they may give back what they have learned from Bellarmine in service of humanity and to make this world a better place. Loving God, we thank you for giving us the opportunity to broaden our community by these young people. May God bless their families, faculty, staff, well-wishers, and friends. Can I get an amen? Amen? We can do better than that, right? One more time. Amen. Thank you.
The words of our alma mater were written by Dr. Joseph J. McGowan in 1992. Bellarmine student Emma Stivers will sing our alma mater.
In thy city on the falls high upon a hill stands alma mater Bellarmine, the pride of Louisville.
Graduates, congratulations, and our best wishes to you as you move forward in the days ahead. The faculty will follow the platform party in the recessional. After the faculty have recessed, graduates will then recess by row as directed by the marshals. Graduates, President Susan M. Donovan and the Bellarmine University Alumni Association invite you for a special toast and a gift celebrating your graduation and entry into the Alumni Association. Please follow the recessional to join your classmates, faculty, and staff in the North Wing lobby for commemorative gifts and light refreshments. Family and friends, please wait for your graduate outside of Freedom Hall. They will join you once they collect their commemorative gifts. While we are recessing, we will virtually recognize the graduates from this ceremony who were unable to join us in person tonight.
Brittany D. Adkins, Megan Abersold, Shakir Saeed Ali, Christina Marie Allen, Nelson Kane Baker, Emily Sue Barrett, Dalton Edward Berry, Abby Lynn Biggs, Daniel Anthony Biondi, Austin Taylor Black, Candace Marie Blake, Emily Jane Blyer, Alexander Robert Boyce, Hannah Alexandria Brockmeyer, Aaron Brown, Katie Marie Brownscheidel, Elizabeth Diane Byron, Johnny D. Caldwell, Rebecca Karasker, Sydney Michelle Covey, Stephen Ryan Chancellor, Rower Chaudhry, Carolyn Susanna Coleman, Tamika Lynette Cornelius, Diane Corrington,
Richard Bernard Cox Jr.,
Courtney L. Crable, Emma Creel, Donna Cottrell Dom, Joseph Evan Daniel, Joseph Thomas Davis, Jacob A. Dickerson, Andrea Rose Disler, Miranda L. Druian, Madeline R. Duggins, Megan Curry Edelin, Olivia Addison Estel,
Brandy Marie Fields,
Michelle Fishback, Chong Fisher, Andrew Joseph Ford, Amanda Forte, Jessica Francis, Taylor Ray Frederick, Audrey Lee Frizzell, Ashton Rebecca Gentry, Megan Gibson, Rachel Gibson, Taylor Gilbert, Lindsay Gilmore, Jennifer Gordon, Jessica Margaret Green, Isaac Edward Haas, Melissa Christine Hammer, Alicia Pike Hanna, Xavier Harrington Chait, Benjamin Loyi Harris, Brittany Lee Hart, Ashley M. Hartledge, Carrie C. Hawkins, Justin Hazel,
Francis Herb,
Bonnie Risk Hibbs, Thomas A. Hinkabine, Caitlin Holden, Emily E. Huber, Lauren Hebler, Brittany Taylor Jacobs, Christopher R. Yonke, Ashley Marie Jefferson, Erin Nicole Johans, Christy Johnson, Derek Jones, Elizabeth Mary Kelly, Andrew James Kerr, Kristen Smith Kleinhens, Adam W. Klingeman, Chelsea D. Kloss, George Aaron Knott, Hannah Koloski,
Tyler Kornblum,
Kristen Marie Landrum, Wesley Blake Lawless, Ethan Wayne Lee,
Carissa Carter,
Tara Lynn Lockmiller, Nicholas Alonzo Luce, Bridget N. Mangold, Rachel Marcus, Kelsey Lynn Mayo, Hannah Kaufman McMahon, Caitlin Marie McNally, Patrick F. McPhillips, Keyboard Meehan, Andrew Trace Miles, Jordan D. Milheiser, Brandy Miller, Caroline N. Miller, Hayden William Miller, Danielle Morrison, Ryan Moss, Logan Joseph Meath, Becca A. Muir, Raven Lee Nakan, Wesley Aaron Newman, Cody Lee Nicholson, Sarah L. Nichter, Onyejindu E. Olika, Caitlin Elizabeth O'Neill, Ashley Lynn Pate, Rachel K. Palmgren, Raj J. Patel, John David Paz, Taylor Pelton, Matthew T. Perino, Alyssa Nicole Petty, Jessica Marie Philpott, Bryson Kane Platt, Brittany Ann Pollard, Hannah Lydia Poteet, Matthew Thomas Powell, Dylan Christian Pruitt, Anastasia Francine Quirk, Logan C. Rock, Sarah Rendon, Morgan Nicole Riggs, Crystal Elizabeth Rodriguez, Alexandra Rogers, Catherine E. Rogers, Theron J. Rogers, Sydney Rusbolt, Kellen Lee Russell, Daniel Joseph Ryan, Natalie Smith Psycho, Britt Tinsley Schlomer, Cody John Schmitz, Brittany Lynn Schweinhart, Elizabeth Carol Sewer, John Paul Shea, Lauren Seiler, Allison Jane Silvius, Erica Caitlin Simpson, Jared Christopher Simpson, Catherine Michelle Smith, Zachary Thomas Smith, Emma C. Stairs, Bridget Stewart, Mason M. Sullivan, Megan Elizabeth Sullivan, Jessica Ann Sumner, Audrey E. Sweetland, Erica Lee Swilly, Philip Brandon Taylor, Lillian M. Falcon, Nicole Lynn Theed, Kennedy Brianne Thomas, Aaliyah Catherine Marie Thompson, Alden Elizabeth Tortorella, Colin Scott Travis,
Eduardo L. Trindade,
Shelby Ulrich, Amanda Joelle Utek,
Alexis Van Buren, Stephanie Nicole Van Epps, Louis James Walker III,
Alexis Ray Walsh, Gabri Michelle Warren, Allison Ann Watson, Christopher Webb, Justin R. Wick, Ted Nelson Williams, Thomas Mitchell Wiseman, Logan David Wright, Hannah Adams, Jennifer Sponsel Adams, Catherine Marie Adams,
Ahmed Alaswad,
Marley Lou Alexander,
Ali Faris H. Al-Gubari,
Alyssa Nicole Alhout, Huda Al-Khalaf, Emily Claire Allen,
Tremaine Allen,
Fatima Al-Mubarak, Rihab Salman Al-Muwalad,
Zara Salah A. Alsanan,
Fatima Jali Al-Shamari,
Nawaf Radi Sayer Al-Shamari, Khaled Ali A. Al-Sheri,
Brian P. Anderson, Jacob M. Anderson, Elizabeth Drew Andrioli, Christine Marie Aramaki, Baruch Nega Araya, Carmen Luisa Arias Perez, Samantha Bernadette Arredondo,
Victoria Denise Tonia Asakoye,
Adlin Ann Asta, Perla Avila, Donald J. Avilas, Gilio R. Avilas, Rachel L. Ayer,
Brianna Ragland,
Gregory Troy Bader, Nathan Robert Bader, Kayla Ann Bailey, Brianna L. Baker, Jeremy Blake Baker, Alexandra Noel Banks, Megan R. Banta, Molly K. Barger, Andrew Shane Behringer, Angel Nicole Barton, Mariel Louise Lewitt Bassa, Anna Bass Wilson, Jessica D. Bates, Angelica Bauer, Brennan C. Bauer, Kelly Bowman, Allie Ann Beams, Brianna S. Beard, Lisette Chantel Belial, Diana Rosalia Bell, Rachel L. Bell, Shelby L. Bell, Michael Daniel Bennett, Stephen Andrew Benoit, Austin Anthony Berger, Tomas Bernardo, Michaela R. Berry, Kimberly R. Bertium, Chadwick Bickley, Maxwell J. Bickley, Allison Michelle Bill, Elizabeth Blair Bischoff, Matthew Bischoff, Paige Marcella Bishop, Ashley N. Bittenbender, Madison R. Black, Samantha Noel Bloom, Michael Sena Boateng, Matthew Alexander Bone, Erica Jo Boone, Alberta M. Bosella, Ashley Ray Bottomley, Emma Louise Bowden, Haley Bowling, Elizabeth Lauren Boyce, Rodney O'Neill Boyd, Abigail Elise Branham, Brett Gage Branson, Haley S. Bray, Benjamin Patrick Breeding, Megan Danielle Bretz, Rebecca L. Broda, Jacqueline Page Broski, Alan Thomas Brown, Anne Victoria Brown, Emily A. Brown, Jacob T. Brown, Margaret Anna Brown, Anthony J. Brucher, Claire Elizabeth Bryant, Austin M. Butner, Amanda Kate Bird, Rebecca Burkott, Aspen Amber Lynn Berman, Samuel Asa Burnham, Andrea Alexis Burns, Derek W. Burns, Mary Kathleen Burns, William Robert Burns, Emily Belshoff Bush, Abigail Noel Bushnell, Linza Ray Busick, Nadalyn A. Cabada Espinosa, Jessica Carnes, Sarah Elizabeth Carney, Victoria Grace Marie Carr,
Wiley Nelson Carr III,
Gabriella Carr Malatsky, Jessica E. Carson, Christian Lawrence Casey, Ian C. Cash, Michael David Casaro, Tabet Cecil, Sierra Alexis Chamberlain, Wyatt Michael Chanley, Bradley Chapman, Jared Lucas Chappelle, Margaret M. Cerveni, Connor Michael Chesak, Parker Nelson Chitty, Taylor R. Ciascio, Calla Marie Sissel, Brittany Ann Clack, Connor David Clare, Kelsey Clark, Logan David Clark,
Sam Clausen,
Nathan Benjamin Cole, Amber Rose Coleman, Amy Denise Coleman, Jemiah Sedaria Coleman, Kathleen Colvin, Emily Elizabeth Compton, Julianne T. Condia, Andrew James Condon, Brenda Loida Conway, Alex Spencer Cook, Thomas Lloyd Cooper, John James Corrigan, Charles John Corsiglia, Sarah Jean Cottam, Holly Elizabeth Cox, Kristen R. Crable, Ashley K. Cravens, Hannah E. Crawford, Mackenzie Lynn Crawley, Graham R. Craycraft, Tara Higdon Crimmins, Chad Houston Critchlow, Jeremy J. Crush,
Gage A. N. Kumela,
Brian D. Cummings, Avery Elizabeth Curtis, Kimberly Conklin Cyrus, Vladimir Danichich, Nashia Daniel,
John Michael Daniels IV,
Alicia D. Darnell, Jacqueline Margaret Donhauer, Cassidy Mary Darty, Emily K. Davenport, Haley E. Davis, Stephen Craig Davis, Chelsea Renee Dawson, Jonathan Nicholas Dawson, Lauren DeBoyk, Drew Alexander Deaton, Sarah Beth Debnikoff, Sarah Del Pozo, Consuela Lynn Dennis, Jennifer Dentinger, Nicholas James DeVore, Mushumi Day, Elizabeth J. DiChiara, Joshua R. Dearson, Colleen Michaela Dietz, Matthew Dilbeck, Andrew Dobbin, Walter Tucker Doherty, Carrie Collins Donovan, Megan R. Dooley, Rebecca Marie Dorsch, Evan M. Dosh, Meredith Rachel Douglas, Megan Renee Downs, Melanie Druen, Lucy D. Duane, Austin Dale Dugan, Molly Nolan Duke, Alexandra Marie Duncan, Ian P. Duncan, Taylor Marie Duncan, Abigail L. Dunn, Meredith Brianne Donovan, Anthony Duong, Lucas Colt Dwelly, Barbara Dwyer, Lindsay Ann Dyer, Kayla Pilcher Earl, Chelsea Edelin, Courtney Edens, Amanda May Eichelberger, Brianna N. Elmore, Timothy A. Engel, Haley Elizabeth Espelage, Anthony Charles Effington, Brian Christopher Fagan, Jessica E. Farmer, Emmanuel Akintomiwa Fasipe, Allison Elizabeth Faulkner, Sasha Ferguson,
Vijaya Mary Rajan Fernando,
Anthony X. Ferrante, Walter Dallas Findlay, Brooke M. Fisher, Erin Elizabeth Fitzgerald, Cora Grace Flath, Ben Michael Fleming, Megan Elizabeth Flood, Mariana Flores Gutierrez, Shelby Rose Nicole Foley, Sean Sheena Foster, Brina Zinchai Frazier, Abigail M. French, Melanie Brown French, Katie Ann Frost, Caleb Michael Fulkerson, Avery Ann Furnish, Sabrina Arcilla Fusenager, Kayla M. Gabbert, Christina Marie Gaines, Emily Patricia Galuzzi, Lauren Rose Gant, Kelly Denise Gardner, Kayla Isabel Garrett, Taylor Elise Garrison,
Lacey Galt Sanford,
Joyce George, Mackenzie B. George, Samuel Grant George, Jordan Ann Gerlach, Jason F. Gerst, Ashton Gettelfinger, Jeffrey Robert Gelati, Kaylin Nicole Goatley,
Andrew F.J. Getz,
Philip W. Golden, Catherine Gonzalez Gomez.
Karen Gomez Castellanos.
Lindsay Nicole Goodale.
Kenzie Gooley.
Marie Agnes Gould. Rachel Elizabeth Gold. Sarah Elizabeth Graves.
Alexis Xaviera Gray.
Jeremy Gray. Ashley Brooke Green. Elizabeth M. Greenwell. Anna M. Greer. Heather Lee Gregory. Jessica Leah Gregory. Emily Grace Griggs. Bridget Gail Gwinnane. Ken Gumira. Amber Gustafson. Andrew James Hagan. Douglas R. Hall. Spencer C. Hall. Axel Nikolai Halverson. Colin D. Hambrick. Angela Lynn Hancock. Carla Marie Haraska. Lucas W. Hardin.
Timothy Lee Hardin, Jr.
Michael Joseph Hardy. Allison Harris. Merritt Catherine Harris. Austin Gregory Hart. Trevor Lee Calloway Haas. Sarah Dinah Hayes. Tamir Hazem Helmi. Catherine Marie Henderson. Austin Timothy Hefner. Ryan Fenley Hedinger. Kristen Marie Hewing. Amy Rose Huser. Diora Renee Hewson. Lisa Pierce Hicks. Mariah Lanice Higdon. Michael T. Higgins. Shannon Carol Highland. Matthew Joseph Hill. Kira Megan Hitchcock. Audrey L. Hicksonbaugh. Evan Michael Hoffman. Tyler R. Hoffman. Lauren Elizabeth Holba. Madison Sinclair Holland. Joseph Garland Hollingsworth. Mitchell Hook. Alexis Hope. Jared R. Hobson. Casey M. Hornback. Jacqueline R. Hornung. Bridget Ashley Horder.
Levy House.
Brandy L. Howard. Rachel Elizabeth Howard, Victoria P. Howard, Ellen Hoyson, Morgan Elizabeth Hubbs, Rachel L. Hubbs, Alicia Nicole Hughes,
J. Trevor Hulsey,
Elena Michael Hume, Denise Hummel, Lydia Reiter Hummel, Christopher X. Hunt, Taylor Nicole Hunter, Whitney Hurst, Meredith Christine Ingle, Joseph E. Isaacson, Jessica Chinwe Iwu, Brian C. Jackson, Monica Lynn Jackson, Jasmine Rose Jacobs, Gabriella Yvonne Jadick, Megan Lee Jefferson, Tyler DeMond Jenkins, Dawn DeLee Jewell, Emily Mae Johnson,
Jacob Johnson,
Jessica Johnson, Mackenzie Claire Johnson, Michaela Johnson, Madison A. Johnston, Erica Lynn Joldrickson, Ashley Mary Jonathan, Andrew William Jones, Christos Angelo Jones, Daniel L. Jones, Jennifer Nicole Jones, Meredith Taylor Jones, Paige Elizabeth Jones, Timothy Andrew Jones, Simon Walter Johnson, Nimish Modomadathil Joseph, Leah Christine Joy, Christopher M. Jumps, Alexandra Lynn Just, Brentley W. Collada, Rachel Abigail Kammer, Regina Camrad, Yun Kang, Kendra Michaela Carr, Candace Irma Caston, Jordan C. Kelch, Allison Kelly, Brianna Kelly, Abigail Page Kennard, Madison L. Keown, Michaela Marie Key, Olivia Morgan King, Shayla King, Casey Robin Kinsey, Natalie Carell Noer, Sebastian V. Kontek, Michael Kotarski, Amela L. Kovacevic, Deborah Kraszewski, Jacob Allen Quersey, Madeline Hannah Kurtz, Liberty A. Kyle, Samuel D. Kaiser, Alexandra S. Lamar, Audrey L. Lamb, Thomas Francis Lamb, Mitchell Ryan Lammert, Shelby Landry, Evan Thomas Lang, Kelly Elizabeth Lanham, Jacob D. Lashley, Lydia Lawrence, Victoria Khan Bin Lee,
Donald Roland Liam III,
Danielle Olivia Legrand, Taya Marie Leinenbach, Andrea Lucia Leon, Adam Lee Leonard, Joseph Thomas Leopold, Brenna Cheyenne Lewis, Whitney S. Leifer, Aubrey Lillard, Tyler James Linden, Trevor Matthew Lines, Natasha R. Loeb, Lauren Marie Lohnert, Dana Alexa Lohman, Catherine Ellen Loneman, Trevor John Loomis, Sarah R. Lord, Erica Rose Lunsford, Jacqueline Mabry, Bailey Rebecca Macaluso, Morgan Joseph Macco, Brittany Jane McNabb, Cameron Mader, Addison S. Main, Justine Marcano,
Andreina Marquez de Govea,
Brent Marshall, John Joseph Marsalic, Catherine Grace Martin, Madison Claire Martin,
Jennifer Martinez, Yalisi Martinez Fernandez,
Thomas C. Massengill, Jessica Ann Masuda, Amanda Ray M. Matthew, Tressa Maudlin, Alexandra D. Mayhouse, Candace Michelle McCollum,
Mark Jesse Paul McCormick,
Victoria Ann McDonald, Noah A. McDonnell, Patrick Blake McDowell, Heaven McGill, Mason C. McGrew, Matthew Michael McKay, Hannah Grace McKenna, Victoria Iman McKenzie, Margaret Evelyn McCune, Emily Catherine McClellan, Sarah Elizabeth McMurchie, Jared McNear, Joseph McQuarrie, Allison K. McReynolds, Madeline Marie Meeder, Connor E. Meeks, Carly Lynn Malia, Andrew M. Menz, Morgan Cassidy Merrill, Jennifer Mervis, Grace Emily Metz, Aaron W. Meyer, Ryan Stephen Meyer, Tiffany L. Myers, Sarah Michaelry, Kiana Nikki Michael,
Lawrence J. Middleton, Jr.,
Emily M. Mirzwa, Dalen Avery Miley, John M. Millay, Anna C. Miller, Morgan Elizabeth Miller, Regan Elizabeth Miller, Megan Mintman, Vanessa Mishler, Luke Anthony Mocherman, Stenley Mondeston, Abigail M. Moore, Annabelle Catherine Moore, Austin Patrick Moore, Matthew Joseph Moore, Samantha L. Moore, Victoria N. Moore, Jacob S. Morey, Alicia Ray Moriniti, Ethan Jordan Morris, Haley Morris, Casey A. Morris, Christy L. Morrison, Sean Paul Mortensen, Jessica A. Mudd, Vestine Muhoza, Megan Nicole Mullins, Aaron Scully Munoz,
Candace R. Hilarick Murley,
Allison Taylor Murphy, Jacob Craig Noggle, Anna E. Nars, Stephanie Helen Nash, Channing Niekirk, Hannah S. Nelms, Tara Brooke Nooner, Martin David Newberry, Bao Quoc Nguyen, Mary Niang, Jenna Nidifer, Danielle Marie Nolat, Sean Nolf, Jane Marie Knuckles, Patrick Garrity O'Brien, Daria Elizabeth Ochenkowski, John Michael O'Connor, Robert Corey Ogburn, Rebecca K. Oldham, Peyton O'Leary, Jonathan Olson, Modupe Chelsea Oluwagbemi, Allison Grace Orberson, Justin Patrick O'Reilly, Sarah Elizabeth Oros, Megan Orton, Megan L. Osborne, William Christopher Owen, Morgan Owens, Caitlin Nicole Page, Carolyn Marie Palmer, Christopher M. Palambizio, Kenna Lene Pancake, Karen S. Pander, Anna Maria Rose Panicha, Benjamin Griffith Parker, Patrick Charles Parker, Shivani Patel, Kailash Pathak, Faith A. Patterson, Haley Jo Patton, Morgan B. Patton, Emily Michelle Pauley, Emma Rose Peevler, Ashley Francis Peterson, Leah D. Peterson, Mary Charles Elizabeth Pence, Ryan Penny, Jordan K. Penny, Matthew Taylor Penta, Lauren Elizabeth Perkins, Charles Petrick, Haley Nicole Fisterer, Casey Alexis Phelps, Megan Marie Phelps, Haley Maureen Piazza, Lauren Pearson, Brennan Daniel Pike, Mark Chamberlain Pilcher, Christopher M. Percher,
Mary Ann Poirier,
Roni Danielle Pollard, Iris Porras Garcia, Emily M. Porta, Benjamin J. Powell, Hillary Brooke Price, Natalie Price, Martin Pritchard, Emily Purdy,
Catherine Mackenzie Queen.
Amber Renee Ramirez. Hope Catherine Randolph. Matthew Joseph Rashi. Andre Lee N. Reed.
Anderson Nagelsen Reeves.
Mitchell J. Reeder. Jordan Ray Reinhardt. Gabrielle Maria Reinstatler. Mariah Brooke Reinstedler. Ashley Crystal Reyna Padilla. Lindsay R. Reynolds. David Ray. Rebecca Renee Rhodes. Kennedy Luella Ricci. Anna C. Richardson. Emily Ann Richmond. Kelsey Marie Riggs. Preston Tate Riggs. Ashley Riley. Caitlin Ann Rich. Teresa Marie Robeck. Andrew D. Robinson. Krista M. Robinson. Grace Ann Rogner. Lori Lynn Rogers. Lucas Wayne Rogers. William Z. Rogers. Maria Rosa Roma Fernandez. Colin Alexander Rose. Emily M. Rosner. Ashley Michelle Root. Bo Riddell. Tina Marie Sylvia Rufo. Sarah Marie Ruiz. Graham E. Russell. Jake Thomas Ryan. Shelby Jean Saffron. Emily Caitlin Samuels. Mary Elena Sanders. Michael Lee Sanford. Holly Sanft. Jillian M. Sauer. Miranda R. Saunders. Joshua M. Scheller. Richard Jennings Schilling. Shannon Tyler Schmidt. Hayden Q. Schooler. Tristan B. Schooler. Amber R. Schools. Justin Schramm. James William Schwartz. Mallory P. Schwartz. Delaney Lynn Schweinhart. Madison McKinley Schwitzer. Michael Sciato. Alexandra Garnett Scott.
Elizabeth Scruton.
Sloan Muir Seeger. William A. Sewer. Austin B. Samar, Hunter Sen, Morgan Elise Seppenfield, Melissa Ann Sargent, Maria Estefania Serrano, Callista Camille Severance, Kelsey M. Shank,
Christine M.D. Shern,
Daniel R. Sheridan, Evan Blake Shive, Allison Marie Shantz, Jonathan Siason, Abby L. Sibsey, Danielle E. Signorelli, Jacob Francis Silvernail, Joseph Anthony Simon, Sarah Catherine Sinatra, Inder Paul Singhal, Jennifer Ann Skonechny, Jennifer Helene Slavic, Michael Ryan Sloat, Geneva Rosa Smalley, Colin Weldon Smith, Devin Kirsten Smith, Gabriel David Smith, Jeremy Allen Smith, Joseph Brian Smith, Michaela Marie Smith,
Margaret Reddick,
Samantha Leanne Smith, Savannah Alexandra Smith, Sydney Christina Smith, Terry Logan Smith, Lucas F. Seward, Morgan Pole Summers,
Christopher South,
Caleb Richard South, Awa Sao, Madeline Page Spano, Brianna M. Speichner, Gabrielle Mackenzie Sprague, Haley N. Stacy, Sarah Lynn Starks, Madeline Ruth Stauble, Sean R. Steer, Kira Ann Steinke,
Samantha Christine Zuber,
Matthew J. Stiff, Jeffernica Sinead Storr, Christopher Wade Stowers, John Taylor Street, Kendall Nicole Streibel, Alanson C. Stumler, Emily Catherine Sturgeon, Kelsey D. Sullivan, Megan N. Swartwood, Stephen M. Tabler, Catherine Taylor, Holly Gale Taylor, Lauren Adele Taylor, Lydia Ann Taylor, Mary K. Taylor, Olivia M. Taylor, Rosemary Kintz Taylor, Corey Michael Tieford, Jessica Marie Tejas, Leanna Erin Terry, Sarah Marie Thacker, Abby J. Thomas, Kayla Marie Thomas, Allison Claire Thompson, Storm M. Thompson, Trent G. Thompson, Elise Timmons, Katie Virginia Todd, Benjamin P. Torrance, Austin Torres, Becca Starr Trachtenberg, Rachel M. Trainer, Paige Elizabeth Travis,
Haley Leanne Nicole Trent,
Marshall Trexler, Victoria K. Trice, Avril Troop, Andrew Scott Troutman, Savannah M. Trussell, Emily M. Turry, Olivia Ann Twohy, Adrian Titus, Ricky Urquhart, Allison Elizabeth Van Dyke, Jamie M. Van Dyke, Jean-Luc Louis Veillon, Victoria Morgan Veith, Christy M. Velasquez, Emma Lee Vaselski, Carol Elizabeth Vetter, Megan Vickery, Kelly Lynn Vincent, Carolyn Barrett Voles, David Matthew Wagner, Jolene Olivia Wall, Amanda Ellen Waite, Rachel Elise Wallace, Grace E. Walsh, Haley Walter, Ryan J. Ward, Susanna Ward, Sophia Nicole Wasson, Jacob Andrew Watts, Ashley N. Weaver, Kayla M. Weaver, Jessica T. Wells, Jessica Blair Wells, Courtney Elaine Welp, Kaya Danielle Wentz, Mary Margaret Wenker, Paige Werner, Nolan Wesley, Benjamin Ronald Wire, Michael Xavier Wheatley, Shelley Lynn Wheatley, Rachel Elizabeth White, Bailey P. Wiegand, Sarah C. Wilder, Caitlin C. Wilkerson, Catherine Willie, Elizabeth Louise Williams,
Alex Willis,
Brianna Marie Willis, Madison Tate Wilson, Chelsea Winchell, Madeline Claire Wise, Rachel V. Wise, Anna Catherine Wolfe, Amanda L. Wood,
McKenna Woodard,
Andrew T. Wright, Sophia Marie Wright, Mary L. Wirtz, Natalie Maeve Wynn, Stephanie M. Yates, Paya Yazdinpana, Uhuru D. Yisrael, Quinlan Eiley Yoakum, Sarah Eucalyptus,
Anastasia I. M. Zaffe,
Anna Agnes Zimlick, Madison Zimmer, Bradley Alexander Zolke,